Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is always in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. Take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read, so everything is not going to fit, okay? All right, and so if you'd like a personal read, everything's in the description. Check me out, and I'll be happy to assist you with getting a personal read. Thank you all for being here today. Today we are tapping into, we're going to start in the first house of Aries. We're going to tap into that Mars energy, self-identity, fire sign, the energy of Aries. Hope you all are doing well today. All right, I'm going to say white light, Holy Spirit, show me clearly. Show me clearly. We tap into the energy of Aries. What is it that the Aries need to know? All right, for their highest good, what is it that the Aries need to know? We're starting off with number 21, the World card. So it looks like you are someone maybe possibly planning a trip. Maybe you have been visualizing or trying to plan, either visualizing, manifesting, or trying to plan some sort of trip. You have a desire to step out of your comfort zone and travel somewhere exotic, with someone and somewhere you've never been before, okay? So maybe you are planning this trip for you and maybe your companion, maybe your spouse, husband, or wife, put it where it resonates, but you are desiring to see something new, and so you are planning this trip, and as you see, there's two sets of hands, excuse me. And so, yeah, and I said someone, so there are no coincidences when those downloads come. And so you are planning this trip for you and someone else. Could be your spouse, could be someone you're dating, could be a family member, could be a child, just put it where it resonates. But you are desiring to go somewhere new, somewhere refreshing, somewhere exotic. You want to see something different, okay? All right. And so the next card we have here is the Five of Wands energy. And so there has been some kind of conflict, possibly regarding maybe you and your spouse or you and this friend. And maybe you feel that getting away and maybe exposing yourself to, new energy, a new climate, a new kind of air. Maybe you feel that this will bring some kind of refreshing energy, to your relationship, to your connection, whether it's private, personal, whether it's romantic or not, or this could be just a friend, but either way, there has been conflict. Maybe conflict with time, trying to make time to spend with your spouse. You have been having trouble, being focused on the me time with your partner or with your spouse, and instead of you promising and not being able to commit to it for one reason or another, you could be someone who your job maybe have a lot of demands on you. Maybe you work a lot of hours, lots of overtime, and maybe about the time you get home, you're just tired, just flabbergasted. You're ready to lie down, relax, have your shower, your bath, and just go to bed. And so your spouse has been taken as if you are ignoring them. And so possibly you have been planning this trip because you want to show some appreciation and show that your partner or this friend, whomever, put it where it resonates, that you do care about them, you do love them, and yes, you do care to make time for them, okay? And so you want to make sure this trip is very special. Spirit is saying you've been making plans to make sure get the best hotel stay, the best tourist sites once you arrive, and you've been doing lots of research, dotting your I's and crossing your T's, okay? And so that is wonderful. And so the next card we have here is the Hermit card. And so you have been spending lots of time alone, as I said, plotting, planning, strategizing, preparing for this trip. This trip is to an exotic place, possibly outside of the U.S. setting. It's somewhere that you have never been. If it's not a foreign country, it's just somewhere that you've never been, never experienced, and neither has your partner. So this could be a surprise. You could be surprising your partner or your husband, wife, or girlfriend, lover, companion, or friend with this trip. They may not even be aware that you are planning it, okay? And so you have been, you've put a lot of good plans into motion, okay? Lots of reservations, okay? All right, so beautiful. And so they're going to be very surprised, Spirit is saying. Okay, and so you will have a wonderful trip. You will be able to travel there and from safely. Things will go well for you, so you don't have to be anxious or nervous about this, okay? All right. And then the next card we have here is the Queen of Swords. And so you have worked hard, you have put in the OT, the overtime, to qualify yourself to be able to afford this trip, plan this trip, or take time out. Possibly, for example, you could be someone, maybe you're cashing in your vacation time to make sure that you're able to have time away and to take your time. No one wants to travel, especially for a trip that they spend a lot of time on, and and have to rush back. You want to take your time. You've uh, you're using a lot of your wisdom, with this. You're like, look, I'm traveling somewhere that I've never been. I'm very excited about it. I know my partner will be excited about this, but we don't want to go for 24 hours and turn around. So possibly you'll spend a week or two, Spirit is saying. You may even, increase your stay. You may extend your stay. But you've put in the work. You've put in the overtime. You saved the money. You've done your research. On hotel stays, you've set up proper reservations. You could have been planning this trip for maybe 6 months into a year, okay? And so this is beautiful, okay? And the next card we have here is the King of Wands energy. And so the King of Wands energy represents success, and confidence. And so you can be and rest assured in your confidence that this trip will be for your highest good, Aries, that you will have a good time, you and your spouse or your partner or your friend, or even if it's for just you and your child, whomever you're taking with you on this trip, on this vacation. You're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to have a good time. You're going to take lots of selfies. Spirit is saying there'll be a lot of picture snapping, which is wonderful. And so hopefully it will bring some kind of resolve to the conflict that has been taking place between the two of you. Hopefully it will make you both, reevaluate and find different and better ways to communicate with each other, okay? Because every time there's a disagreement, we're not going to run and take a trip. We have to learn how to actually communicate effectively and efficiently whenever you are in a relationship with anyone, okay? Doesn't matter whether that's, I love that energy when they pop out like that. Doesn't matter whether that's a child, whether it's an adult. Either way, you just have to learn how to communicate with each other, and you have to come to some kind of agreement. You're either in or you're either out. And if you're out, you're out. But if you're in, you have to find a way and some kind of resolution that works for both parties, okay, when it comes to communicating with your partner, okay? And so the next card we have here is the Three of Swords energy. And so this is the energy that you desire to get rid of. This is the energy that you desire to resolve. It's okay. Nobody's relationship is going to be perfect, but you do not want to stay in constant conflict with anyone, especially if you live together or this is your spouse. No one wants to wake up 7 days a week and argue with their spouse. There's something wrong if there's conflict every day of the week. You can really pick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 of those days to actually chill, relax, be grateful and smile or do something different rather than be upset or complain about what you don't like or what's going wrong, okay? And so Spirit is also saying in this message, while I'm saying that, for you personally, you can only control yourself. Make sure that you come to that realization and remind yourself of that. And the best thing that you can do is focus on the positive, of your relationship and of your life overall moving forward, okay? Because you can't control your spouse. You can have a talk with them, but make sure that you are remaining grateful and focusing on the good things about your connection with your partner, okay? Or if this is a child, I keep hearing something about a child. Maybe you're taking a teenager, on a trip with you. Maybe you're a single parent or, male or female. You could be a single mom parent or single dad parent, and maybe you're going out of town with your child or whatever. Yes, the communication skills needs to be worked on and needs to be addressed. Okay. All right. And so it takes two to tango, and it takes one person. Spirit is saying to say, no, we're not going to do this today. So just be mindful of this moving forward, okay? Someone has to be the adult in the situation, all right? And so the next card we have here is the Seven of Swords. And so the Seven of Swords represents conflict, illusion, being uncertainty, moving too fast. And so you do not want to be in this energy of being in conflict or being overwhelmed with having so much going on that you are unable to handle your household or handle just basic communication with your child, with your offspring or with your mate. You want to be able to communicate, or have some kind of agreement. Please don't argue in front of people. I don't know if someone watching this video that maybe they argue with their spouse in front of people. Spirit is saying, come to an agreement and try not to do that. If you have a disagreement, have some kind of plan that you both will agree to, but please do not take your business outside of your relationship or spat in front of other people, okay? It'll just blow everything out of proportion. And the next and the final card we have is the Ten of Pentacles, okay? And so it is possible for you to have this Ten of Pentacles collective. It is obtainable, Aries, so you need to know that, okay? As much fire as the Aries have in them, in their zodiac, trust and know that people are watching. These dogs here, and these hands at the table represent you and your partner, just delegating and moving about in life, playing the game of life. But trust and know that there are people watching, watching and gossiping. And that's why Spirit said for me to tell you to be mindful of whenever you are having a disagreement, to not argue or spat in front of people out in public. And keep your business inside of your relationship because there are people watching. You see that cute little dog with his nose up on the table? That represents people watching and also here, okay? And there are other hands, in this world. It's not just about us. The world incorporates lots of people, on a daily. And so you need to come of an understanding of this, and someone needs to work on their patience. I don't know if it's you, collective. I don't know if it's you, Aries, but either you or your spouse, someone is very impatient, and it causes you or the other person, vice versa, to flare up quite often. So you want to work on your patience and work on keeping your business to yourself, not being so open and in the public whenever there's a disagreement, okay? And so I'm going to pull an angel card before I close out, Aries. All right, that Mercury energy. All right. We have number 17, the star. It says inspiration, fulfillment, and faith. So Spirit wants you to have faith that this relationship or this communication, you will resolve. You will have resolution. You will have a safe, wonderful trip. Go on your trip, enjoy yourself, but find ways to work on yourself. You can communicate what is needed to be resolved with your partner or this family member or this child or teenager, put it where it resonates. But find ways to work on yourself, and find what works for you, a way for you to stay calm and not flare up so easily. Because one of you, I don't know who it is, there's somebody who flares up at any and everything, and so yeah, find a way to stay calm, even if you got to count to 10. May sound silly, or count to 5. Find something to do to help you keep your cool. You don't want to blow your top, and a small thing turns into a big thing. What did they say? A molehill turns into a mountain. So you don't want to have that happen. So this concludes my read, and I hope it assists you for your highest good, Aries. Love, peace, and glow.